You wake up and nothing moves. Your erection is gone. Your penis just stares back at you like it forgot how to respond. Not soft, lifeless, not resting, missing. You touch it, hoping maybe it just needs a nudge, but nothing stirs, not even a flicker. And this isn't the first time. It's been happening more often. No morning signal, no midnight rise, no warning. Just stillness where your manhood used to whisper with confidence. It's terrifying, isn't it? Because deep down, this isn't just about blood flow. This is about identity. That unconscious erection you once woke up with, it was a message, your body telling you, I'm still here. Now, the silence is louder than the alarm clock. You don't tell anyone, not your wife, not your doctor, not even yourself, not really. You just carry the absence, like a secret bruise. And in the quiet, a darker thought creeps in. Is this who I am now? But here's the part no one tells you. You're not failing, you're not too old, you're not broken, you're blocked, and where there is blockage, there can be flow again. Your erection didn't vanish overnight. It was taken slowly by years of silent damage, bad advice, and forgotten biology. But what's been taken can also be taken back. And the journey begins with knowing this. The penis is not the problem. The penis is the messenger, and it's trying to tell you something before it's too late. You sit on the edge of the bed some nights, pants around your ankles, staring at yourself, wondering if it's all in your head. But deep down, you know it's not. You feel the emptiness, the hesitation, the shame you don't talk about. Not to her, not to anyone. It's quiet, this kind of struggle. You don't limp through life. You still move, still work, still smile. But inside, you're shrinking. Not just physically, but emotionally, spiritually, sexually. You used to feel ready. Now you feel reminded of time, of age, of what you've lost, and every time she reaches for you and you have to pretend you're tired, it cuts a little deeper. You're not just avoiding disappointment, you're avoiding the truth that something sacred is slipping away and no one's coming to save it, but you're not alone. Thousands of men, quiet, proud, capable men, are living this same invisible war. Too ashamed to speak, too confused to act, too hurt to hope. And the worst part? You start to believe it's normal, that it's just how aging works, that your best years are behind you. But they're not. They're just waiting. Because the silent struggle only wins if you keep suffering in silence. And right now, even if you feel numb, flat, or lost, there's still a current inside you. Still a man who remembers what it means to rise, not just in body, but in soul. You haven't failed. You've just been lied to about what's possible, about what's fixable, and about what your body can still become. That changes now. But first, we have to go deeper, to the real cause behind it all. It's not that you can't get hard, it's that your body can't send the signal. The message starts in your brain, travels down your spine, through your blood, but somewhere along the way, it gets lost, cut off, muffled, forgotten. You think it's just age, maybe your testosterone dropped off a cliff, maybe this is just what happens when you hit 60, but it's deeper than that. The real thief is your blood, thickened, sluggish, starved of oxygen. Years of inflammation, sugar, stress, and silent damage have turned your once strong circulation into a slow-moving trickle. And your penis? It's not broken. It's waiting. Waiting for blood to fill it like it used to. Waiting for nitric oxide to say, open the gates. It's time to rise. But your vessels don't open anymore. They're stiff, resistant, clogged like old pipes under a house that's still standing but slowly crumbling. No one tells you this. Doctors hand you pills. Ads scream for performance hacks. But no one explains the root cause. Erections are a blood flow event. And if your blood can't flow, neither can your confidence. I had a patient once, 67 years old, sharp, proud, frustrated. He said, "Doc, I feel like I've got a Ferrari in the garage with no fuel." He wasn't wrong. His testosterone was fine. his heart was strong, but his circulation, it was a silent disaster. And the truth shook him because no one had ever told him that fixing his erection wasn't about his penis, it was about his blood. And once we fixed that, he didn't just get hard again, he stood taller, spoke louder, slept deeper, because once the current comes back, the whole man returns with it. So ask yourself, what if it's not the age? What if it's just a blockage waiting to be cleared? Let's talk about how to clear it. You don't feel it happening, but years of eating the wrong foods, sitting too long, breathing too shallow, they start narrowing the roads beneath your skin. Microscopic highways meant to carry blood, oxygen, nitric oxide, slowly turn rigid, rough, tight. And then your body tries to send blood down there, but there's a traffic jam, no blood, no erection, no nitric oxide, no command to rise, not because you've lost your manhood, but because you've lost the flow. Now here's where the science gets beautiful. Inside a humble vegetable, the beet, lives a powerful compound called nitrate. When you eat it, your body converts it into nitric oxide, not a drug, not a stimulant, but a natural switch that tells your blood vessels to relax, open, and send fuel exactly where it's needed. Your penis doesn't want pressure, it wants permission, and nitric oxide gives it that, gently, precisely, like a key fitting into a forgotten lock. Studies from the Journal of Urology and Harvard Medical School confirm it. Men who consume dietary nitrates regularly, especially from beets, see measurable increases in erection firmness, duration, and frequency. This is not a performance hack. This is the language of your biology being spoken clearly again. I've seen men cry, literally, when they feel that first strong morning rise after weeks of clean blood and natural vasodilation. Not because it's sexual, but because it means they're not fading. And neither are you. So no, your penis isn't broken. It's just been waiting for the message to come through. And now that you know how to send it, let's talk about how to do it with your own 2 hands and 1 healing root from the earth. This isn't about pills. It's not about pressure, performance, or shame. It's about nourishment, because food isn't just fuel, it's information. And beets, they carry a very specific message. Open the gates. You can roast them, warm, soft, earthy, with a drizzle of olive oil and a crack of sea salt. You can juice them, raw and red, like liquid blood, pulsing with nitrate power. You can slice them thin into your morning smoothie, pair them with greens, and let your body remember what clean energy feels like. 2 small beets a day, that's it. Within days, men report better morning firmness. Not magic, just biology reawakened. Nitric oxide levels begin to rise, blood vessels soften, flow returns, and your erection, it follows the current like a boat returning home. But this fix isn't just physical. There's something sacred about the ritual. Preparing your food with intention. Knowing what you're doing is reclaiming something that belongs to you. Not chasing youth, but honoring manhood. And here's what makes it powerful. This isn't a one-time fix. This is a rhythm, a small daily act that reminds your body what it was designed to do. I've had men in their late 70s send letters. Doc, I woke up hard again. I feel like a man. I feel seen. Not because of some new technology, but because they gave their blood the gift of flow. You don't have to fix everything overnight, but you can start by peeling a beet. You can start by believing that maybe, just maybe, this body of yours still remembers how to rise. And if you ignore it, we'll talk about that next. You don't talk about it, you just adjust, you pull away, you laugh it off, you blame stress or sleep or age. But inside, a part of you aches, not just from what's missing, but from what it's doing to you. Because it's not just about sex, it's about how you look at yourself in the mirror, about the man who used to stand proud, ready, full of that unspoken power. Now you avoid her eyes in the bedroom, you wait for her to fall asleep first. You flinch when she reaches for you, not because you don't want her, but because you do. and you're scared she'll discover what you already feel, that something's gone quiet inside you. And that silence starts to spread. You talk less, touch less. Desire becomes distance, and in that distance, loneliness blooms, even with someone lying right next to you. I've seen this wreck marriages, not with fights, but with fading. A man who no longer believes he can perform slowly stops showing up as himself. He becomes polite, passive, apologetic, not out of weakness, but out of silent grief. Because when a man loses his erection, he thinks he's losing himself. But I want you to hear me clearly. You are not your performance. You are not your last failure. You are not broken, but you are bleeding silently. And if you don't address it, it won't just cost you your erections. It will cost you your connection, your voice, your sense of self. This doesn't have to be your story, because there is still strength in you, still blood that wants to flow, still a man waiting to rise again. Let's remember who that man is. Your penis rises again, and this time it's not just an erection, it's a signal that you are still alive inside your own body. You feel it one morning, unexpected, strong, undeniable. Not a twitch, maybe not, but a full, deliberate presence between your legs. You don't say anything, you just sit with it. The heat, the weight, the quiet surge of pride that rolls through your chest like thunder. This is what it feels like to return to yourself, because this was never just about performance, it was about presence, feeling connected to your body, feeling capable again, not just in bed, but in life. Your walk shifts, your voice steadies, you look her in the eye again, not with fear, but with invitation. And here's the truth, you didn't get lucky, you got clear. You fed your blood, you softened your vessels, you gave your body the tools to remember what it was made for. This isn't the wild energy of a young man chasing anything that moves. This is something deeper, a rooted, grounded, sacred kind of fire, the kind that doesn't rush, it burns steady. You are not past your prime. You are in a new prime, wiser, slower, stronger. And when you rise now, it's not just for pleasure, it's for power, for presence, for the knowing that you are still a man, not in theory, but in flesh, blood, and breath. Because the man who stands in that kind of power, he doesn't chase, he chooses. And now you get to choose to stay in the shadows or to walk back into your strength, one heartbeat, one breath, one erection at a time. This isn't about being young again. It's about feeling alive again, present, awake, in control of your blood, your body, your choices. And here's the truth. Most men wait too long. They ignore the early signs, the softness, the silence, the slip in sensation, and chalk it up to age. They hand over their power to pills, or they give up altogether. But you don't have to be one of them. You now know what most men never will. Your erection is not gone. It's waiting, and all it's waiting for is flow. So here's the action. Go to the market. Pick up 2 raw beets, peel them, slice them, juice them, roast them. Eat them like a man who still wants to feel everything, because every bite sends a message through your bloodstream. I am not done. I still rise. You don't need a prescription. You need permission to believe that healing is possible and that your body, even now, still wants to serve you. You've seen the science. You've felt the emotion. You've remembered the fire. Now act. Because the man who waits for life to return misses it. But the man who walks toward it with intention, with nourishment, with quiet courage, he doesn't just get his erection back, he gets himself back. And you, my friend, are exactly that kind of man.